It's one of these, like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like the company is nothing without the people working. You know what I mean? It's just like they're so out of touch with everything. Like, it's so easy. It's the same thing we're doing with.
I've sucked dick in these knee pads. They work great.
It's the same thing. Isabella, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate you. Welcome back. It's the same thing that we're trying to do with LSPD, which is the company will run itself if the employees are taken care of. That's it. As long as you are helping your people do their job, then you will not have any issues. But obviously, business-wise, they're going to be like, well, we won't make any money. But you make 50% of everybody in your fucking website, man. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started, dude. And we're all hoping here we were all hoping that things were gonna change when that new Twitch CEO came along and live streamed with an anime waifu. I think that's what happened. They get 50%? Yes. Yeah, they get 50% of everything. You know, when you guys sub, they get 50% of that. Yeah. I think Amazon sees... Amazon... Ooh, don't get me started on Amazon. Amazon's a pretty disgusting company. Oh, the hell, man! Hey! I'm working here! Yeah, I could move to Kick, where the face of their company is that person. Yeah, what a great idea. Apparently Facebook is jail. Apparently Facebook's just a jail for streamers. Yeah. Kick is a website made by a streamer, which is a direct copy of Twitch's API. Looks exactly the same as Twitch, but with green instead of purple. And let's just say it's bad. I feel like Kick is like the dark web of the streamer world, you know? It's just where there's just a lot of bad shit. There's just a lot of bad stuff on Kick. And there's some really, like, not good people. Like, as... You know how kind of, like, Dr. Disrespect was the face of Twitch? That was good. XQC's, like, the face of Twitch now, which is pretty decent, you know. The face of Kick, I think, is Aiden? I don't even know how to say his name. Is just not... It just doesn't seem like a good guy. I think there might have been some, like, homophobia. There's probably been some racism coming out that guy's mouth. Not just... And they're still there in that position. Yeah. Kick must have some serious bang. Yes, they do. That's the way they're trying to get creators on Kick right now, is basically saying, you get everything. So you know how I said, when you guys sub, Twitch gets 50%? Well, they're saying, when you sub on Kick, you get 100%. Like, Twitch, like, Kick gets nothing from that, I think. Kick is partially owned by Stake. Yes, that is true. So Kick was started, I think, by Trainwrecks, who I think one of the motivations for making Kick was because he couldn't stream his gambling anymore on Twitch, and I think he got pretty angry. So he went to Kick and made Kick with the people he's get sponsored by, which is Stake, which is a fucking massive online gambling company, who makes people rich, makes streamers fucking rich. Yeah, Tetra, not a good guy. I think everyone can agree. Yeah, so I've made an account on Kick, I'll be honest, because it's one of those where I didn't know what was happening, and everyone was like, "Oh, Kick." I didn't know anything about it, so I made an account, and I've considered like going over there, but not since I've heard these things about, you know.
No idea.
Yeah, the people that are on there. Everything I see is just awful. Okay, it's 95. Yeah, that's what Twitch needs to do, man. Like, one way Twitch can just be better company, give us a bigger cut. Do 70-30. You know what I mean? We reserve company night. Pretty much what I did, yeah. Any kind of new platforms that pop up, I'm more business-minded these days, and I'm just like, okay, let's make sure I get my name. I've tried to reach out to the person who owns Sock on Twitch, but I haven't been able to, well, I got donor walled, essentially. So obviously I'd rather Sock than Sock22, but... Oh, I just hit my screen. Oops. Where's Harvey? It's good to make an account. Yeah, it is. I can't remember shit now. I did remember I literally remember this morning. I was like, I should buy a French press. Then I was like, but then don't I have to choose what coffee I buy? Don't I have to like get beans? Don't I have to like order beans or buy beans? So it stressed me out, so I didn't do it. I was like, I ain't got time for that. But I will. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I can't have a vest and a bag.
No, I know you
One or
can't.
the other.
Yeah, but look, see, I got this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take my jacket off and I put my vest on. See?
Oh, so you switcheroo.
Yes.
Oh, right. Then that makes sense. I mean, I'm
I'm gonna ask, this is a weird thing to say, but yeah, I'm gonna ask our vest company whether they can put a little, put a slot underneath that. So you know when you take your hat off, you know, yeah. I just want it the same with vests. I think that'd be great. Any kind of vest, just let's have them swap. You know what? I'm sick of saying I'm gonna do things and then I wait, then I forget. I'm just gonna do it right now.
Ask him to put badges in vests as well.
They are.
The LS. No, they're not. No, badges in a bag because you can't have a vest in a bag.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because we don't use bags, right?
You don't. And the only thing I would say that we have the name tags for bags, but I don't think that would ever be an issue because you're not normally wearing a badge and a name tag at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it just has to be like the badge that you have, you know, the dangly one.
Yeah.
Because I can get a. The thing is, it's on my leg, so it's not really.
What's on your bloody leg?
You have a badge on your hip, but you have a fucking IAA thing there, which is dope.
No, there's a badge on your hip that has just handcuffs on the back. That's it. Unless that's different for.
No, that might be just for you.
Yeah, okay.
But you can't have it. But you might have that, but it might be a vest. So I can't have a vest.
It is. It is a vest.
It's a problem for female officers. And then I think, well, you'll have to find out where all the, because I don't think anything's in this document about where the vehicles are kept.
I think what might have happened, I think I remember reading this, is that Bundy owns all of the SCU unmarked cars. So
Right.
I think what happened was most of the privately owned vehicles were impounded to get them cleared up. So I think Bundy is going to be reimbursed for the impound, and hopefully he'll transfer the SCU cars over to us, or Brian, for example. Yeah.
Can I have another suggestion?
Yes. Let me answer this really quick though. Harvey, I'm back up where we were chatting, by the way.
All right, I'm sprinting over there.
You don't have to run. I'm chatting with Nova right now.
Okay.
Oh, that.
Yeah, I would just say that I'll talk to Jimbo, and I think someone told me to do this, but I don't like doing your job announcements at the meeting, even if it's something that nobody really knows. But I think more people should know about the mailbox.
Yeah, that's not doing your job. That's an information. Like, I didn't know about it. So yeah, do that. Make sure you announce that.
I don't go to the MRPD meetings. You know this.
I'll do that. I'll do that one. I'll do MRPD.
Yeah.
You do SDSO. All right.
All right, I'll let them know. But yeah, I'll just slap on there that it's related to the report, and then leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Sounds perfect. Yeah. Thank you, Harvey.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Oh, by the way, Harvey, when it comes to your warrant that was unticked, we still don't know why that happened, and we're looking into it. We're gonna contact IT to see if we can, whether that was like some kind of issue or kind of bug with the MDW, or whether it was somebody that's done it and hasn't told anybody.
It's possible, and this is my theory, that somebody was serving it and then didn't save.
Process.
And the other theory is that I didn't do it. There is that possibility.
Oh yeah, I guess. All right, well, we'll figure it out.
But I did talk to the HVT guys. They did say that none of them did it. So I'm assuming it's either someone tried to serve it and then forgot to hit process, or I never hit warrant. Who knows?
Yeah, it's all right. We'll get it.
But I'm not as worried if it was just that's the case.
Okay, all right. Well, hopefully we get it sorted.
All right.
What were you saying, Nova?
I was gonna say, like, you might not want to have the vehicles parked here.
That has been brought up. Yeah. I don't know what.
You see, if it was up to me, I thought the garage beside us was a thing because you could cross the road and get it from there. But
is it like an actual? It's not. Yeah, it's not. There's no valet.
It's not an actual car park. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a topic for a later.
Wait, it might be because the chief owns the building that's attached to the garage, so she might be able to put a garage behind it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'd be an idea.
I'll catch up with her about that. It's a good idea. But then it just means everyone's gonna have to have keys to the building, which shouldn't be an issue. It's just storefront. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, I can't do it. Okay.
That's okay. It's just things, down the road. It's not urgent.
Yeah.
Well, for now, I've got the unmarked Taurus, and already got a thingy from a Taurus. It's just completely de-skinned. No bar, no nothing.
De-skinned? That sounds awful. But Casper's doing... I think Casper's doing it. Is Casper doing it? If Casper's doing it, I want you to ride together. That'd be good. Let me see.
Oh.
Is he doing packs?
Oh, Dark.
Hi, Castman. I just noticed that you were marked as UM. What are you doing at the minute? I'm not hounding you, but I just want to know.
I'm looking for the seasides, boys.
Okay, you doing HV2U stuff?
Yes, UM for HVTU.
Oh, okay. Do you mind if could I have Nova? Because Nova's doing some pack stuff, but I kind of want as many units as possible on Seaside at the minute. Would you mind if I sent Nova with you?
Of course. No, I don't mind.
All right. Are you on any specific channel or anything like that?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
I don't know if they're... The thing is, I don't know if they're around right now because it's quite late for them. The
Yeah.
last twat I had from them was 4 hours ago. So I'm just kind of chilling, trying to see if they're around or not because I don't know if they are. But I'm happy to take Nova. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I can give her a call.
Yeah, I'm with her. Let me chat to her first because I don't know what she's doing yet. But thank you anyway.
Yeah.
All right, I'll catch up with you in a minute.
Let me know. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, he's doing HVTU stuff at the minute.
Okay.
But he's looking into Seaside. What do you want to do?
If he's doing HVTU, I would rather not interfere in what he's doing, because he has a much better knowledge, right? And he'd be better on his own, with that. So, because it's HVTU, I don't really want to touch it. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's just one of those things where I want HVTU packed and HSPU on Seaside at the minute. Yeah, so, but I guess my question would be, it's one of those where it's like, what is packed doing in a targeted situation that's different from HVTU?
Yeah, so it's moving away from its proactive stance.
Exactly.
Right? And that's one thing that we like customers doing HVTU stuff, right? It's not necessarily pack stuff. What you're saying is you just want random patrols in the area to see if you can catch the people, right? That's different than what he's doing. He's specifically going there for that.
Well, my donuts are expired. They're all too stale to put in my mouth. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Some food?
No, I'm alright.
Well, we can just go out. We can just fucking go out and you can go pull a charger or something.
Yeah, we'll do a mock charger. I like that.
Derek, before you run back out there, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
How far was the robbery of Jimbo to the gun being found in the mailbox?
A few minutes, I'll be honest. Probably 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. So I put in the evidence for.
Okay, I don't. This is the thing. I can't confirm. I can't remember if anybody went to the mailbox. So that's the only concern I have is that come when the tsunami came in, the local mailbox man was like, "Fuck this! These idiots haven't picked it up and then chucked it in the bin."
No, I've checked it, and it doesn't go.
It doesn't. He doesn't do that. What a good lad. What a good lad.
Yeah. So the reason I asked is because there's a mention of him being robbed, but not a mention of the gun being recovered. So I'm just gonna put the report there and then ask him later.
Yeah. Catch up with
Jimbo. It's related to it, but not. I'm not gonna put like a recovered or anything. I'm gonna find out if he went to the mailbox and
hopefully he grabbed it. If he didn't, we've got an issue. But well, let's see.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's more context. All right.
Exactly.
Thank you, Dirk.
Thanks, Ovi. French press. You get ground beans.
Hi, it's a pleasure.
Oh shit! Okay.
Thank you. I hope you've been doing well. I'm gonna head downstairs.
Yeah, of course. You look hot as always.
Don't you be hitting on my kid.
Well, I'm not hitting on your kid. Your kid is an amazing person.
She is.
Yes, she is.
And she's mine. She's never leaving.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I was gonna say because don't we officially have 2 unmarked charges?
Yep. Yeah, we do. I'll grab him. No. Charger. Where's the chargers? Oh, there we go.
At the bottom. There's only one time where I think charges would necessarily be useful for packed, and that is for the weed runs per se when a fucking they have the S plus fucking car that's dropping off the weed.
What's your badge, Nova?
Attempted to catch up with the
badge?
I thought you were sorting it out. Where you had a badge, like in the car. Look at me and then look at you. Who looks more like a cop? The guy with the badge or the woman with the badge?
So you want me to change the right? Okay, give me a sec.
Just get another one. Just have the same thing but with a badge.
Drinking alcohol and driving the milk car. We're eastbound Vespucci and Elgin. Is weed 20 on her back?
Yeah.
Hey, for the outfit with your vest on, make sure you've got a hat on as well. If you can wear the the baseball cap LSPD thing. They put that on.
Right, give me 2 minutes to get sorted.
Okay, yeah, you get.
No, it's only 23.
Excuse me.
Oh, hey, Richard.
Mr. Monopoly.
I only won one game, okay?
I'm trying to get her in cuffs.
I'm never gonna forgive you for that.
It's the only game I'll ever win. So just let me have this one.
Just be honest with me. My
He's
husband.
never gonna win again.
Oh,
We get a
I'm
77
sorry, what?
on this 38 on LG.
hey,
See,
honey.
that's what I said.
It's more like now a
Hey, your
foot
husband what?
chaser eastbound.
Now I'm just gonna say how you threw the game.
I did not throw the game.
You did.
I made a calculated. It was a calculated risk, and unfortunately, though the odds were in my favor,
Over yon frequency.
things changed.
How would the? I still don't understand. I've stayed up for nights on end now trying to figure out why you gave him a monopoly, and I can't figure it out.
When the 77 gets here, you can probably aggressively.
It was the only way to finish mine.
Yeah.
Those light blues are dangerous, man.
But why? What? You know what? It's not.
So
important.
you have to. So here's the thing. I'm not sure if this was discussed, but the higher,
Wizard has weed
like
and
the
then
higher
we
value
Belgium
properties,
and,
in order to build houses on them, like the cost for each house goes up. So for example, those blues cost $50 a house. So you can put 4 houses down. I mean, not really, because you have to put, you know, you can't really have like 4 houses on one and none on the others. But it only costs 150 to put down 1 house on each of those, right? So if you want 4 houses, that's only, I don't know math, but that's not that much. Whereas the properties I had was 200 per house. So I couldn't scale as well as him. But if people landed on my shit, I would have.
Currently eastbound Vespucci.
1746.
Then I would have won.
Secondary eastbound Vespucci.
Just
Well,
like I did.
no, you made everybody else
This
lose.
I know it's on a motorcycle specifically.
Oh yeah, who won the second game?
I'm not
He
sure.
steamrolled us.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It only lasted like 40 minutes. Yeah,
I
yeah,
see how
yeah,
it is.
yeah. All right, man.
Smoke them if you got boys and girls.
So I guess it's either you win or everybody loses. I see how it is.
That is how Monopoly works, and that is why Monopoly is known as the friendship ruiner.
I think Uno's the same way.
I don't know about
I haven't played
Uno.
in years.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, but you know, you can ruin somebody's entire day by just them being down to 1 card. Then, you know, +4, +2, +2, and just like stacking it. It's just.
You know, technically that's not in the real rules. You can't stack +2s. You know that?
Well, I mean, like from person to person to person to person, like going around the circle.
No, that's what I mean.
Not
That's
like the
not. That's not allowed.
Really?
Like in the official rules, I don't think if one person puts a +2 down and then it goes to the next person, you have to pick up 2 no matter what. You can't put another card down. Yeah, I think that's a stupid rule and nobody plays with it. Anyway,
Where's Nova?
she's getting changed.
Is she riding with you?
Yeah, we're doing some pack stuff in the unmarked.
Yeah, I think Casterman's unmarked as well.
Packed. It's
Wait,
a
what's all
proactive
this
crime team.
unmarked stuff?
Well, Casman's doing unmarked to try and catch Seaside. And we're doing unmarked for the proactive crime team.
Can I do unmarked just to pull people over?
No, not just to pull people over, no.
Why not?
I mean, you could make a unit for that, but I don't know whether it'll get approved. Also, technically, Bass could approve you for that. So just ask Bass.
Oh. Wait. We need to jab. Just ask Bass. That's what we need to do.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Dark.
But then he's just gonna look into it.
I just wanted to know your stance on the whole hostage situation thing.
Oh yeah, I was gonna catch up with Kylie.
Oh, okay.
Is she still here? Is it processing over?
She's just finishing up her report.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I don't like. I think from what Kylie said, she couldn't do much about it. So I guess she was either on her own or there was very few units. But nonetheless, we shouldn't have hostages moved or put in a car or allowed to move a hostage anywhere. I think that's just a big no-go.
Was this a situation where she was outnumbered?
I think we only briefly spoke about it because I said finish processing, then we'll chat. But yeah, I think she went to a hostage situation they had at Maldini's, and from what I imagine, she was outnumbered and so couldn't stop them from putting a hostage in the car.
Okay. I mean that would make sense, and that would be one of the few situations in which it's not us agreeing to it as much as it is we have no other choice.
Yeah, which I think is what happened. But I still made it clear on the radio that shouldn't be happening. I know it might be an exception for this case, but
oh my god, hold up. Wait a minute. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Nova, you didn't win that game of Monopoly, did you?
No, I think McClellan did.
I was gonna say, look at us, the 3 winners, but there's a loser amongst us.
Really? Honey?
BMS or PD?
It was my first game of Monopoly in like 20
Honey,
years.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about...
Listen,
you were.
Listen, your husband is a conspirator, okay? It's fine. It's fine. I've accepted it. I feel privileged that what do you call it when a group of people get together to bring down the god? I get it.
No, a god? I don't know about that. A revolution?
I am a god at Monopoly. I am a god.
Hey,
wait. Let me repeat what Horver just said. Who?
A god.
Oh my god.
Hey. You finished up? Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Right. Get out of the way. All right, what happened?
All right, so, yeah, was chilling in my car, stopped at a red light. Scooter pulls up. We have some small talk. You know how it is at a stoplight. Random guy runs up and kicks the scooter, then immediately pulls out a knife and holds the guy at knife point.
Okay.
So at this point, I've pulled out my gun and told him put the knife down. He then starts hiding behind the guy, so I don't have a clean shot at all, and is directing the guy back over towards Maldini's. This entire time, the other guy's in the way, so I don't have a shot at all. Telling him to put the knife down, etc. They keep going, and then eventually get in the car and take off.
But you were on your own, right?
Yes, I was on my own.
Great. That's we were literally just talking about
I immediately
it.
Called for backup.
Yeah, I know you did.
I immediately called for backup as soon as it started.
Yeah, I think that was the only thing I wanted to clear up. If you were on your own, that's one of the only times where if you can't stop them, you can't stop them, and I don't blame you at all. So that's a non-issue. So yeah. All right, no worries.
So turns out, Mandem v Hydra.
Really? Any
this
motive?
Is the first. I don't know. They didn't want to talk about it, but yeah, it seems this is the first salvo.
Okay, what's the incident report? And I'll throw it in a command report so other command members know about it.
It is the latest one there. It is 84486. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just writing on my statement now, and I'll put everybody else's statements in.
Okay, so give me a brief TLDR just so I can pass this on to other command.
All right. So took him. Ended up taking him to the Mandem block, where other members of Mandem got him into a Cullinan. At that point, officers were on scene and ordering him out. There was a little bit of confusion as to whether he was actually a hostage or not because he wasn't acting like one.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, got him out on the sidewalk, talking to him, and then the R35 that he originally got into pulled up on scene, and just the guy inside just opened fire, took down the original guy that was kidnapped.
So
He
Hydra
took off,
shot
I pursued-
Mandem.
No, Mandem shot
Oh,
Hydra.
okay.
Yeah.
But who took the hostage? Who was? So who
Mandem.
was? So Mandem took Hydra hostage.
A Hydra hostage. Yes.
Brought them to the Mandem compound.
Yep.
And then
put him into a Cullinan. Officers arrived, got him out of the Cullinan and Patabalosh. And then I don't know why, but for some reason, the guy in the R35 rocked up again, just opened fire.
Interesting.
And took down the Hydra guy. Obviously, like, I pursued. Iris and I shot him down. And then a Vendetta livery R35, presumably Hydra, came to the Mandem compound and shot Patar.
Okay. So who was the first guy that was kidnapped? What was his name?
He was Alan Kyles.
Alan Kyles.
Yeah,
okay.
Alan
So
Kyles.
the Mandem.
Yes.
I'm just writing at around 1300 British summertime. Members of the Mandem kidnapped Alan Kyles, who was shot at the Mandem compound, and then Hydra shot Patabalos shortly after.
Yes. So it definitely seems that this is the first salvo, which is why they didn't get gang related. Sparky essentially admitted everything in the cells and then pled not guilty for whatever reason. But yeah, it's definitely Hydra and Mandem. Nova Rhodes is after you on too. Oh, he said disregard. Okay.
You don't need me? No, I need the person who documented the report to put the Sanchez in.
Yeah. It was a really confusing scene because none of us were sure what the fuck was going on because... Mainly because Alan Carls was not acting like a hostage.
Well, Alan Carls doesn't exactly act like a gangbanger either, so... Okay, let me just put in persons involved.
Bam 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 bam.
This is one thing I've been thinking about lately, is we as PD are very static, and oftentimes we are very reactive to things like this. But I'm wondering whether it's worth me trying to get into a conversation with these guys about limiting the collateral here, and I don't know what exactly I could do.
I mean, maybe. It's definitely worth a shot.
The problem with that is, with the hunting parties that go on, you can go and try and swing your dick, but you'll probably end up just turning them both on the PD. That's the reality of what will probably happen.
I don't know.
I think it's more negotiations than
Yeah.
swinging dicks.
I don't know, like... Because obviously, yeah, it turns into hunting parties, it turns into shootouts anywhere around the fucking city.
Yeah.
I don't like doing the, alcohol in a brown bag thing and say, go down the south side and we'll look past it. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
So I don't know what an option... I can't go there with a solution, because I don't think me saying, hey, just chill out, guys, don't shoot each other, that's not going to work. So, but I don't know what will work. I don't know what I could possibly lay on the table that's going to go, maybe that's a good thing, and I'll listen to that. So I don't know.
Generally, in the past few gang wars that Hydra's been in, they don't like shooting cops, and they will generally grab the boys if they can and get out without
Yeah, I've definitely
going
noticed
against
that.
cops. So Hydra's
Again, this is
been-
one of those things where this is going to sound bad, and I don't mean it this way, but I don't care about cops getting shot if we're responding to shootouts, because at the end of the day, we signed up for that. My issue is when it's happening around civilians get caught in the crossfire, it's happening in front of businesses. That's what I care about.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
But again,
it's
one of the only options I can think of is, hey, go and do it here. But even then, like, so maybe another option, which what Nova said is probably going to backfire, is if you guys start doing this, then we're going to have to, start digging through properties or this kind of thing. But even then, I'm reaching on PC anyway to try and search that shit. So I don't know. Like, what's going to hurt them at the end of the day? Nothing. They don't care about anything really during gang wars.
Yeah.
I mean, we could be a nuisance. We can say, listen, I'm going to start increasing patrols around your compounds, shit like that. Make it harder for them to even go on hunting parties and shit like that. You know what I mean? If they're if they have to run away from cops all day, then they're going to be less inclined to be shooting each other. And we're going to be a nuisance. But then, like Nova said, they turn and they shoot at us instead.
I think the expectation of stopping the gang war is not going to happen, right? I think we both know that.
Yeah.
But there can be like.
Zed, thank you for the raid, buddy.
Like,
I hope you had a good stream, dude.
If
we're talking gang wars at the minute.
Well, no, because it's. You could say, like, if you come north of the Olympic, you know what I mean? You know, we have that rule north of the Olympic. We won't just come in and shoot you.
I know, but again, this is like we're damning the south side to be an area where we look past things. Like,
I get that. I get that.
I don't disagree with you. There is an option, but it's not. It's been an option for a long time.
Shitty option.
Yes, it's a shitty option. I don't know whether. I don't know whether it's worth us. I mean, even if I say this, if I go to DOJ and ask for some harsher legislation against gang-related shootings, even then, that's going to take a couple weeks. It's not going to change anything.
Yeah. Like, honestly, the gang-related is such a friggin' weird charge. 75 months, $750.
It was introduced back
I understand
when...
it's meant to be a deterrent, but like a deterrent based on the time, like stop them doing it for a while, but it doesn't work.
I think actually, is that going to stop them? Maybe. Have gang wars been like? Do people care less about getting arrested by the police since the cuff timer has been introduced?
I don't know.
Say that again.
But gang-related is, as far as I'm aware, the only charge that we have a mandatory minimum on.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm going to be honest, anything over, like, criminal jail times, if you send someone to jail for 50 months, they're more than likely going to be out for 20 months.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
Yeah.
So it's not really going to affect them that much, because that's the time that they just go get re-geared and, get the next hunting party on the go.
It needs to be a really harsh charge.
The biggest way, unfortunately, that you're going to combat these gang relators is by taking the guns. Like, constantly hounding them and arresting them, right? It depends on the stance that you want to take, because the harder we go, the harder they're going to go.
I just had an idea that we never do it, but you could articulate that if someone is caught on 2, maybe 3 occasions with an illegal firearm, that they could have a stash of firearms in their property. And this is exactly what's going to happen in gang-related shootouts. They're going to be out there with illegal weapons 2-3 times a day getting shot. I mean...
You know what the problem with that is?
What?
Burnout. You're gonna have so much burnout from cops doing massive raids. Like, look at what Hydra raids and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna... The flip side of that is the amount of paperwork you're going to be putting on everyone, because not everyone here is going to do raid warrants, and I guess who they're going to go to for it? They're going to go to me.
I mean, in other states, I don't think it's particularly unheard of to have... I've heard about, not necessarily, kind of pre-signed warrants in large investigations, especially drug investigations, where there'll basically be like a template for a warrant with the same PC on every warrant, but the names are changed, and the judge will sign that, because if anybody is found, matching that PC, then the judge already knows that's going to be signed. So if we do the same thing for gang related and say, hey, this person's been in several gang related shootouts with several illegal firearms in their possession, we want to search their property, and then a judge can be like, okay, if you use that PC on every warrant, then it's going to be good. And then we just have a template for gang-related shooting, search and seizures, and we just hand that out to everybody, so that whenever it comes in, it's not difficult.
I think that's something you have to run by the big dog. And,
100%. Yes, 100%.
It's so functionality. It sounds like a good idea, right? But then you're gonna, like I say, I can see, I know what you're trying to do, but it relies on a cohesive understanding and a cohesive unit. And right now, there's not very many people in shift 1 and shift 3 that will do the raid warrants and do all that stuff, right? And we need to change that. So
no, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it might be worth me just having the conversation with, I don't know, is it Patar, and I guess Flippy, and being like, hey, we see this is happening and we don't want it happening. Maybe not threatening or anything like that, but trying to dissuade, just having the conversation, just to let them know we're watching it. I really don't know.
I think Flippy, you'll be able to have a proper conversation with, and maybe some kind of soft resolution. I think Patar, though, he will tell you some things, but his gang will do another thing. Mandem's a lot more.
Without a doubt.
I'm not saying that the less. I think the hierarchy is less respected. They just do what they want, pretty much.
Does anybody do we know of anybody with a good relationship with Mandem? Police-wise. I know Stubble had conversations with Mandem.
Probably Stubble, yeah. I think we have to see what develops so far, right? We have to see, because this might just be a once-off thing, and maybe they'll iron it out, right? Because I don't think Mandem wants to go to war with Hydra.
Well, they're the ones that started it.
Yeah, Mandem started it.
Yeah, Mandem started this.
I can tell you this war, if they go to war with Hydra, I think this war will be over within a few days.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think this will be one of the long protracted ones that we see.
Yeah.
Because Mandem have done meth runs. Hydra are arguably the biggest meth runners. So you can imagine that Hydra will probably squeeze the meth out of them. I would imagine. That's what I foresee.
Okay, I'll think about it. But what I imagine's happening right now is who got sent to prison? But did Batal get sent to prison?
No, Sparky Kane was the only one that got sent to prison, because he was the one that actually
how many months?
He shot. That was 140 months.
How much you want to bet that Mandem are up there having a conversation with him in visitation right now?
More than likely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Would it be worth going up and see what's going on?
Yeah, we can do.
What did Sparky say? You said he spilt the beans, but did he give a reason why this happened?
No, he didn't give any reasons. I tried to push, he wouldn't. wouldn't really budge. He just pretty much admitted to everything that happened, and he even whispered it was gang related.
All right. Now if you want to come up with me, we'll talk to them. Might go terribly. Okay, I'll go.
No, I'll come with you, but I think you'll have to have the conversation.
Right, I'm gonna finish
Nova
paperwork and then go 42.
Oh, yeah, no.
Nova, did you anything further from the Suarez stuff?
I haven't heard anything that's in command's hand.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Let me catch you guys for a second. I think Viv is going to catch up with you too. But what is this? I've heard about it, but
So in principle, okay, what happened was Suarez was the lead investigator on an incident that happened where he was charging Forehead with drug trafficking, right?
Yes.
Follow? So the DOJ have told me and other officers that if you are posting multiple incidents of drug trafficking or felony with intent or whatever else on the docket, you are to post them in the same thing, not clutter the docket, right?
Yes, I remember you saying this about Jamal, I think, right?
Yeah. Unless things have changed, then that was the procedure. And because Suarez was the lead on that case, we gave the information to him, to which customer has a text. And I even mentioned to Suarez and Brian that he needed to tag it on, right? Because it doesn't. The point being, right? It was
I get you.
It was a fuck up, but this is quite easily remediable, right? Forehead at the moment got charged with drug trafficking for the meth, right? On the basis of, I'm guessing, cultivation, right? He didn't have 3 priors. He didn't have a transfer of drugs, so it had to have been based off the cultivation with the different stages of meth, right? So because he doesn't have the 3 priors, this one won't be. It won't be drug trafficking. Okay. So it's going to be felony possession with intent. So it's still within the statute. So we could just put a warrant out for him and just say, look, you got caught then. There's your warrant. Felony possession with intent. It's possessions and whatever else. Make sense?
Okay. Yes. But what did you give to Suarez? What did you give to him?
We told him, Customer gave him the report number and everything and spoke to him, didn't you?
So I spoke to Brian because it was him and Brian. And Brian said, yeah, no problem. We'll take it on. I'll let Suarez know. I then also, to cover my own back, because I'm so incredibly intelligent, sent him a text message that said, hey, please look at report 82444. You'll need adding on to your existing docket case. We'll also send to Brian. Any questions, let me know.
Great. So all he had to do was add a report.
Add the report on the charges, yeah.
Great.
Basically missed an entire drug trafficking case.
Well, no, this as I said, this one isn't drug trafficking.
Well, yeah,
It's an
entire, it's an entire meth run he missed.
So there's an easy fix, okay? TLDR is if something happens, I'll just fucking do it in the future, and we just put a warrant out for Forehead for his possessions and stuff, and we just tell Forehead, look, you're not getting drug trafficking, but you're getting this, so you can come in, or we'll just come and hunt you, one or the other.
Yeah, I mean, that's a solution, but that shouldn't have to happen in the first place. Okay, so Brian should know about this, because Brian should have passed it on to Suarez too, right? And then Suarez should also know about this because of the text.
So, because it was Suarez's baby, I didn't want to go posting on his docket post, hey, this, that, and that, right? It's better for me to give the primary investigator who got the original bust the information so he can act on it, right? Because otherwise, we're stepping on his toes.
Did anyone, other than the text, did anyone actually speak to Suarez about it?
I did.
Oh, you spoke to Suarez?
Yeah, he was there. I said we arrested Forehead today on the meth run. Customer's probably going to message you or something, and you need to get it on the docket. And he said, yeah.
He said he was going to do it.
From what I remember, yeah.
Right, it's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, I'll let Viv know she's handling it, but yeah, obviously we're not impressed. So we thought it might have been a miscommunication, and Suarez, but it seems like Suarez just forgot or just didn't refuse, not necessarily refuse to do it, but just didn't do it.
Yeah. So if you want to update the command chat to say that it is not drug trafficking this because he doesn't fit the criteria in this instance, the solution that Nova suggests is writing a warrant for his arrest, and I can even talk to him and say, "Look, you got this, and you have to come in," and he'll probably come in.
I mean, yeah, just do that anyway. Like, I don't want the charges going nowhere.
So you want me to do you want me to do that because I haven't done anything because I've left it to command to decide what you wanted to do.
I mean, there's no other option because that case has already been concluded.
There is no other option. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll do that in the car when I'm going up there. Okay.
Okay.
I'll sort that out.
As long as it's in the
I
statute,
think-
right?
Yeah,
It is
well,
in
this
six-
charge can,
Yeah,
can be
it is.
used. This is still a significant charge, right? This is why we need to push it forward. Because it can
Yes,
be
it
used
is,
in the
yes.
future. Okay.
It
I
can
think
be
what
used
you
in the
do is you
future.
let me and other HVCU get in place. We'll find them. We'll sit on them. You then phone them, give them an option. If he doesn't, we'll punch them right then and there.
Forehead generally. If I talk to Forehead and I tell him like you probably want to just bring
No,
yourself.
no. Let's use HVTU. Let's utilize our units.
I just have a good relationship with him and he normally listens.
No,
to
I'm
me,
not saying
so-
we're gonna punch him. I say we get in position £2. You give him an option. If he refuses,
Oh,
then
yeah.
then his guards, if you phone him and you say, hey, you got a choice, and then he refuses, then he's got his guard up. Then we've got to go find him while his guard's up. If we find him now, we sit on him. You then give him the option. If he refuses, we're right there.
No, we could do this the easy way or the hard way, and then if he chooses the hard way, then HVTU comes out the bushes. That'd be cool.
Let me just check the docket post real.
Okay, all right. Let me update Viv as well. Hold on, is she around? No.
She generally wakes up in a few hours.
Hey, are you still training?
I'll see if Forehead's around right now. I won't tell him anything.
A small HVT you want?
Hey Forehead, how you doing? I'm just calling to see how you doing. How's business?
I'm outside the trash can locker.
Business doing good? Okay, yeah, I'm not bad. Yeah.
Alright, bye.
So how many more votes did you get? Okay, any more cops? Alright. Well, as long as you don't, like, kidnap them and force them to, because that'll be a hut, and you don't want a hut, right? Okay, yeah, don't do that, because that's a hut, okay? That's a very bad idea, so don't do it, okay? Alright, well, I didn't think you'd be around this early, but I just wanted to see if you're around. That's all. Alright. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not sending you to jail for fucking 16 years again, so fuck off. Alright. Yeah, he's around.
Just a side question. Can your what the fuck is it called? Pact?
Yeah.
Can Pact use chargers?
I would imagine that'd be up to
I think-
Dark's discretion.
I think using a charger comes with the same stipulations as it normally does. So that's why I'm using it, is because I'm Command Plus.
Yeah.
But I imagine Mills would have no issue with like someone who's HSPU who could normally drive a charger and in, heck, doing that. You know what I mean?
I'm with you. I want them for HVT use.
Yeah, I think I'd be perfectly comfortable with you guys using their stuff. Like, especially you even more, because you're responding to high value targets who might be in S+ cars. I think it's even more of a reason for you guys to have chargers.
Yeah, I don't want like HSPU chargers, like the white bodies, like
No, just the normal
their
ones.
thing.
There's
Yeah,
two
just the
unmarked
normal one.
charges. Yeah. There are two specific unmarked charges.
I know. I was
I've-
going to try the conversation.
The only time that I can see a unmarked charger being used for Pact is on maybe weed runs where we suspect S+ vehicles involved, to get eyes on that. You know what I mean, and keep on it until HSPU get there. But again, that's something that will be discussed down the line.
Yeah, we're just in a really weird middle ground where it's like we want to be
Yeah.
discreet, but no, all of our discreet cars are not S plus. So
yeah. So Forehead is around. He's more than likely going to be driving his black. He's always driving that black fucking car. Granger type looking vehicle.
Oh
no, he always drives a fucking Granger. So it depends how you want to do this. I'd like to keep my rapport with him. So if you two,
oh my god,
it
doesn't like the ExpressVPN ad. That's funny.
I unless you're really against this, I think you let us get in position.
Okay.
He then decides what way he wants to
go.
If he wants to come in, that's fine. We won't pounce. We won't show ourselves.
All right.
But if he says no, we already have him.
Okay. So what we'll do then is when you find him, you call me. You let me know, and then I'll call him when you're ready.
Exactly. We'll hop on the same radio channel. Maybe when you're in the phone call, you can say something like, "Oh, if you really want to go down the hard route, then we'll go down the hard route, and that'll be our cue to move in."
Can people hear me talk on the radio and the phone at the same time?
I think so.
Okay.
If not, otherwise you can just tell me
see.
after.
Yeah. That sounds good. That sounds like a plan.
I'd look at TLDR, felony possession for Forehead for a fucked up docket posting that was supposed to be attached to drug trafficking docket. So we're just gonna go hunt him. We're gonna give him the option to hand himself in. If he doesn't, then we'll bounce him. That's it. I think we can probably grab.
Right, you want to head out there, Doc, so I can do all this paperwork?
All right, I'm gonna go see if I can catch Mandy.
All right.
All right.
Is there any DLC around?
I didn't see any the last time. This needs a repair, by the way.
None of them responded when I radioed.
Wait, I'll double check.
This car's fucked, by the way.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm not using it third choice right now. How did you know it's fucked?
I can see like the mechanical bits sticking out the hood.
Oh, you're smart, huh? DLC from PD, yeah.
Oh no.
DLC PD? What?
Got a problem.
What?
He's on parole for 6,000 months.
Well,
I think I can get him in.
I mean, if he has a good lawyer, that might be bad for us. Because what's the legality of, they could argue that we waited until he was on parole to put a, solid case, right?
But we can tell him, if you come in, we'll adjust your parole to not include that.
But can we do that? Like, is that? I'm not saying. I know we probably could, but like, should we?
Yeah, that's close to fuck.
Yeah, it is.
We have a problem. He's on 6,000 months of parole. And then comes into the legal question of why have you done this and then done this afterwards to send him to jail for longer? Do you know what I mean? So hold off at the moment. Richard's gonna be doing some digging on what we can and can't do.
God.
Yeah, sorry. It's just I just seen his parole time for 6,000 months. I don't want to send him to jail for 6,000. It's just so shitty to do. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. No worries. Right, bye bye.
I don't think this has ever come up before.
No, which is why.
I guess the question really is.
I think what I can do is, right. I think we can still call him and say, look, we'll charge you, but we won't send you to jail. But then again, the DOJ might fucking